Welcome to day 3 of the FlowStrong Reset course. Today we're going to be focusing on the lower part, so hips, knees, and ankles. Okay, so we'll start with the hips today first, and we will go with the figure eights. Okay, so the idea with all of this, before I actually get into it, is to get the juices flowing in a sense. So your joints are filled with something called synovial fluid, and we want to start kind of pumping that fluid and getting all the joints nice and lubricated. So it leads to a much smoother and more efficient gliding and efficiency of the joints. Okay, so starting off, I'll start with my right leg, and we're going to do everything that we do on one side, we're going to do on the other side, just so we're aware. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with my foot behind, and these are called the figure eights. So all I'm going to be doing is quite literally drawing a figure eight with my foot on the ground. And it's cool, I got the carpet here so I can actually see my pattern. All right, so yes, that's what it looks like right here. Notice I'm moving my hips to move my leg. I don't want my leg to move kind of independent of the hip. You see that? Okay, so I'll start with my foot behind, and I like to just point my toe or just get the top of the foot down first, so it's going to be moving up and down. You're going to see the entire leg is going to have some movement in it. Okay, you don't want anything stiff right here. So all I'm going to do is to start by dragging my foot forward by pulling it with my hip. Notice the rotation of the hip. I'm going to rotate my hip, and that foot's going to come forward. I'm going to rotate it back out, and you see now it comes to the other side. So then I'm going to pull it back, boom, and then reset forward. And you see that heel is kind of rotating. The foot is doing something like that pattern. Okay? The trick here is to keep your focus on the support leg. My brother taught me that, much like when he does all this juggling stuff with the soccer ball, and it's like, whoa, that's pretty cool. We tend to focus on the fancy stuff that's happening here and lose our balance. And without balance, we don't have movement, okay? And also, without balance, you get into that panic state, okay? So, I'll do that again. Start with the foot back, and also actually turn to this side. Start with that foot back. Right here, I'm going to lead with that hip forward, and it starts to drag that limb forward. Rotate it out, and that creates that arcing phase. Pull it back, right? And then again. So, boom, boom. And you can see that it's drawing a figure eight on the ground. Now, what we can also do is reverse that, which is a bit more challenging, but it's the same pattern. We're going to be pushing it, pulling it, pushing it, so it goes here. That's the reverse pattern, focusing on the support leg as this does all the fancy stuff, okay? Notice how my upper body is kind of complementing what's happening below me. If my upper body is rigid and I try to move the hips, again, it doesn't allow for much movement. So we really want the whole body engaged in what's happening below us. Okay, here's the left side. Boom. My arms are just being used to counterbalance, kind of like you're running, right? Counterbalance what's happening, okay? So that's it. That's one of the beginning parts of the hip mobility. Another thing I'd like to do is just simply hip circles. So what I'll do, and the goal of this is essentially you want to swing your leg right around here, the knee joint's going to come here, loosening up that hip forward and backwards. So I'll start here, and I'm simply going to circle the knee both directions, okay? And then I'll go front to back here, as if I just want to make it go like that. It probably won't do that in the beginning or ever, but the goal is to just, again, get the juices flowing in all different directions. Because it's a ball and socket especially, we need to be able to swing it in all those directions, okay? Again, focus on here. I lift up, and as much as I can, I try to get that knee to track as close to my body as possible, all the way, to the back side, okay? Boom, 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 forward, and to the side. Okay, cool. From there, so that's the hip. We have our figure eights, both directions. We have our hip circles, both directions, side, side, front, back, just like our centering and our centering that we did in the previous module, okay? The next thing I like to do is the knees. Quite simple. There's two versions of this. One, I'm gonna have my feet together. Simply squat, slightly, bend the knees a little bit, put the hands on the knees, perfectly together, and all I'm gonna do is draw circles with my knees. Here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and other way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you notice in the previous videos, I was like, I don't really care the numbers. It's not that I don't care about the numbers, but it's up to you to determine the level and how many repetitions feels right to you. It's all a matter of feeling, okay? So I just did 10. Typically, honestly, I do 3 to 5, both directions. The other one is from here, simply spread the knees just a little bit more, or excuse me, spread the feet. Hands on the knees, all right? Hands on the knees. And I'm gonna circle inwards, in with the knees. Again, you hear all kinds of pops and cracks. I'm old. No. Okay, circle and outwards. Again, whatever numbers, 3 to 5, or you can go all the way up to 10. Okay? Again, your knee typically just tracks this way, but it does have some lateral movement as well. Okay? So we're just honoring the fact that we're going to be, you know, Elvising our behinds all over this place. Okay? So we got hips, we got the knee circles, both directions, inside, outside. Then we have the ankles. I like to come down here. This one is a bit tricky for some because it looks weird. So all I do, feet a little bit apart. My knees are going to face forward the entire time. Hopefully we can see this. Knees face forward the entire time. And I'm going to let my ankles or my heels drop side to side, side to side with the heels. Okay, so it looks like side, 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 doop, 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 doop. Okay, from there, step out a little bit. I'm going to grab one ankle and I'll come around here so you can see. Grab one ankle and I'm simply going to manually move it. So I'll relax the ankle and my wrist or my hand, I'm stirring my ankle, that ankle joint right here, both directions, and then on top as well. Both directions. Okay, put a comfortable number on that. Let me do this side just because it feels right. Okay. Last one, very simple. Simply sit down, cross your foot, cross your leg, grab the foot, and again, you are rotating it manually. The foot is, you want to keep it limp, and we want to essentially grind that joint, not too aggressive. You don't want to hurt yourself, of course, but just enough to make sure that it's aware of all the pressures and you're getting the maximum movement in these joints. So circling 5 to 10 times, switch legs. Circling 5 to 10 times, okay? These exercises will get you warm. I'm already sweating a bit just from the focus and the balance and the entire integrated movement that is utilized, okay? Again, keep your breath flowing. Pay attention to your body. Go at your own pace. And I will see you guys on day 4.